Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Brock Purdy, first career start, massive game, great performance versus the Bucs, absolute beat down from the 49ers. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder, we have revamped the Quarterback School Patreon community. It has never been cheaper. There has never been more content available over there. So if you're interested in even more Quarterback School content, you want to support the channel, it is a great way to do it. Please think about becoming a Quarterback School Patreon community member. The link is in the description. I sincerely appreciate the support for the channel. As for this video, let's get into it. All right, Brock Purdy and the 49ers keep it rolling. My goodness, they smoke Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. First play, looks like he's going to alert middle field close play, and he's going to get smoked from up top. Fortunate right here that this is roughing the passer. Hard to see from the all-22 version. I'm guessing he either hit him in the head or led with his head, but this is simply lucky on Purdy and the 49ers standpoint. Now, we're hot to the right. We're going to be in a 5-0 check. So essentially the 5 offensive linemen are blocking the 5 bigs. We're going to get an extra one off our right. He never sees him, and that is a tough, tough hit. I mean, just check here. Oh, right in the head. Tough one from 22, had a tough day all the way around. But my goodness, you don't want to take too many shots like this. Just the process. I think one of the things for me that I really liked about Purdy in this game is his process at the line of scrimmage. You can see him alerting this thing, him wanting to be in this middle field close play. They're running essentially triple pick down here for Ayuk at the bottom. Whoop. But we're hot to the right. Now, I've talked about this seemingly every other video about how difficult it is to have a hot to one side and not have a hot option. And so what I mean by that is when I'm going to go back here, if you're hot to the right, meaning that we have an extra pressure, we've got one more defender blitzing us than we have blocker. So when I say 5-0, I'm talking about 5-on-5 big here. These 5, it's our 5 offensive linemen, and we have nobody in the backfield. All right, so they're going to bring a 6th player. We need to have a hot option. And we're essentially running triple pick here. So all these guys coming up, a similar play that Brock Purdy runs in for a touchdown later. And we're trying to get the ball on this shallow. You know, technically, this throw is to the right side of the field. But if you're going to take this as your hot, you really got to be bailing and understand the time and space to be able to get this throw off. Normally, if this is your hot and you've got an extra guy coming, one of these guys up top on the path to this triple pick needs to be looking. So somebody over here needs to be the designated hot option. So again, you just play it out. Where do you want the ball to go hot? No one's looking up top, right? Now you could hit somebody in the ear or the hip, but not great scheme here for me. And on Purdy too, to know the protection, know where he's hot. Again, easy for me to say, but first play of the game, you would think you would have this kind of stuff dialed in. Again, just go through the 5-0. The inside front is covered, so the inside core, the center and 2 guards, and then the tackles are out. 22's coming on our right. You know, nobody's looking high. Kittle, no. Juszczyk, no. You know, Ayuk not getting his head around even if we were to work the other side. That's tough. Fortunate right there to get a penalty, really. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Kittle, middle of the field. Now, NFL teams eventually are going to stop allowing him to do this, but right here with the weak safety 22 poaching, it's essentially wide open for 3rd and 7. Again, really nice job from Purdy here, hanging tough. Watch 22, the safety up top on our right. So he's going to turn and go hunt up Ayuk. That's going to leave a void in the middle of the field. I mean, that's a lot of space on 3rd and 7. It's just too much space. They're trying to bring pressure down the middle, obviously trying to impact the young quarterback first start. But it doesn't get home. It doesn't impact him. It leaves a huge void over the middle of the field, and that's a nice catch. So again, just watching 22, that weak safety up top. I'll point him out once we get done with the shift. So however and whatever this read is, I can't tell you, not in their rooms, but when he goes to hunt up the number 3 over here, so 1, 2, 3 eligible, whatever he's running, it creates a massive void to just be able to work this thing. And this kind of reminds me of the hot throw that Purdy had last week to Kittle on a really crucial down and distance. Now that was verse 0, but this is still middle field pressure. It's just a really nice job from Purdy. That's a big time conversion. 3rd and 7. These are the down and distances quarterbacks make their money. Again, you can just see the base that he's playing with, the timing, the rhythm of it. All his cleats in the ground. Love a good in right down the hash. That's a nice catch as well. Big time first down. Love it. Okay, this next one here is a few different things. First of all, I love the design. We're going to motion, horizontal stretch. We're going to play action, horizontal stretch. Then we're going to go post over, not there, or he doesn't like it. And he uses his pocket mobility to get the ball to the check down. So first, the design. You can see McCaffrey here on the in and out horizontal motion. So we're going to get the horizontal stretch to our left with the motion. Then we're going to get Samuel with the play action stretch to our right. Now we get a quick little pressure issue. We've got to redirect, stay alive in the pocket, find Kittle on the check down. So post motion, I'll stop it, just draw through exactly what it is and talk about potentially where there'd be some options. So here's the motion. That's a horizontal stretch. Here's the play action. That's a horizontal stretch. Then we're going to get a vertical stretch with the big post. And then to me, if you don't have pocket issues, pocket movement, this ball probably goes here. Maybe you're a little nervous with this corner coming off for like a steak dinner throw. If you throw that pick, you got to buy the quarterback room a steak dinner. But regardless, it's not there. This little check down right over the ball, pretty good option to a really good player. The thing I love about this play is just not only the design element of it, play action, but the ability to stay alive. He's got some athleticism, some wiggle, some creativity that is really showing through now here in 2 big-time appearances. That's really nice. Great feel for the game, for understanding, getting the ball out of your hands. Not doing it all yourself, just taking off and running like wearing blinders, but being able to keep like violent movement off the landmark, but keep your eyes down the field. So we take an L up front with the center. It's a tough angle. Get off. Boom. So he's able to change, get out of there, find the check down, and do a kind of off-platform flick. And take a big shot, too. That's a really nice play. So here's the first play of the second quarter. Touchdown run. This is the triple pick. So down here at the bottom, these 3 bunch players are going to pick from McCaffrey. Kittle's the number 2. Both of them aren't there. We'll just go get it ourselves. Love it. Can tell he's fired up. Touchdown run. Love the design here as far as the triple pick with 2 good options. Normally on these pick plays, you only get 1 option. But this is really kind of a 1 and 1B. And again, really nice run as well, but appreciating the design here, especially in the tight red area. So however they're going to designate it, we're going to come in here and it's essentially number 1 pick, number 2 pick, number 3 pick. And it looks like we're trying to get right here, McCaffrey the ball first in kind of that sneak flat. And then if that's not there, Kittle's going to slow off the line and then come back so you really get to use the triple pick twice. So 1, 2, not there. Take it yourself. Just great design. Nice job decision-making wise from Purdy here, saying no, no, got it. And get vertical. Again, just enough change of direction. And those are no slouches over there playing linebacker. Put a little move on, make him miss in open space. So to the flat, no. C22 get width there, widen on the left side. Kittle, no. Do it myself. Whoop. Walk in. Hell yeah. Love it. Next one here. This is a great one. Naked to his right. Make somebody miss and flick the over. Now 22 getting exposed again on a bad robot from the back. He's going to have his back turned. All he's covering is the width of his shoulders. Watch 22 here on the left side. He's going to come up, get fooled, turn and run. Got his back turned. Put it right over his ear. Now, in addition, love being able to put a move on a guy on the open edge. So right there, he's still alive in one-hand touch. That's outstanding. Love the flick, the creativity, the playmaker vibes. Really nice. Design-wise here, we're going to still get to the flat. There's usually always something in the flat. Whether it's down the field, comeback, post, doesn't really matter. And we're going to get something on the over. And so you have to navigate this edge player. He's unblocked. Normally, I would say, maybe come out of this thing a tick more vertical to give yourself more time as opposed to coming out flatter and having to make a move. But again, the change of direction, the playmaking ability, it's all over the film. Around, make somebody miss. There it is. Outstanding. Just a really great job being able to kind of be off platform. Again, keep his eyes down the field. No panic. You know, you're always going to get these kind of naked keepers with the Shanahan stuff. Right there. That's a beautiful move and a flick. And again, he's going vertical. So make it miss. He's going vertical towards the line of scrimmage and still flicks it out there. Now, no one thinks that 22 is having a great day, but that bad robot right there, nice play. Just a big time creative playmaker move. Love it. Next one here. We're going to be hot up top to the left. Everyone's favorite left tackle with a big duel. Purdy here is going to stay alive. Get the ball to Samuel on a hot. Whoop. That is outstanding. That is outstanding for a second and long first down throw. So again, watch Trent Williams here, left tackle. He's going to squeeze down to White 45. That's going to leave the free runner on the outside running the wide path. Purdy's going to move in the pocket and make that throw. So Trent Williams squeezes 45. He's down. Great. Now Purdy is hot to our right. He's now going to slide to his right, stay alive, and get the ball out. That's pretty sweet. First start ever in the NFL. Pretty damn awesome. Again, now maybe design-wise here, you'd love a hot option that you could throw it and not get hit. But that almost looks like Samuel's running an option. But I love the pocket movement. See how he just kind of, he doesn't panic. He just stays alive to his right. Now that's certainly not the drop that he's hoping for in that play. But we're hot, stay alive, get the throw out. Give it to your playmakers in space, and that's a first down. Hell yeah. Again, the pocket movement was really something that I loved watching him play in this game. Not only does he have to navigate all these crazy cascade shifts and motions, we have to know where our hots are, big duel, get it out. Whoop! And just go do that. Pretty sweet. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the button, get the notification. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I sincerely appreciate the support for the channel. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Never been cheaper, never been more content available, never been easier to become a member. Hop over there, become a Quarterback School member right now. Also, we've got Quarterback School courses. Really the absolute premium content available through the channel. Deep dives on RPOs, pass protection, coverages, tempos, even have a complete offense. So if that is something you're interested in, hop over to the Quarterback School courses. And then finally, we've got a bunch of additional free resources. We've got a Pass Pro Quiz, a play calling tool, a free quick game course. So if any and all of those things sound interesting to you, please check them out. The links are in the video description. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 2nd and 8. This is maybe one of the few misses I saw in the film. I'm going to say he misses the in down here to the bottom off a little play action. Now, it's still nice when you miss the in, but get a good chunk on a check down. So again, hey, I'm not in the quarterback room. I'm not pretending to tell you what the read is. I can tell you from playing plays like this that it looks like it's a play action. He's trying to get it to Kittle on the over 1 and then the in 2. So right there, Kittle, no. Now he kind of skips it to me. See how he kind of like turns down Kittle right there? Whoop. Now could you throw it to him? Maybe. It's kind of a tight window. You got that other defender on the right, 26, maybe squeezing, come take that thing. But to me, this is one of the few times where it looks like he got out of there a little quick. Now he gets out of there a little quick, but we still get a completion. The vision's still down the field. That part of it is nice. So where could the ball go potentially? Again, to me, I'm thinking long trap, we're trying to hit this little pop over. If that's not there, this is probably where the ball should go. If we're being honest, maybe the linebacker type gets in here, but I think I'd love to see him get through this 1 to 2 from the pocket and kind of throw that 7-iron in front of the safety. So having that safety get depth in here and this in wraps right around it. Regardless, to me, it looks like he plays this thing here to scramble check down, which is, hey, it's not going to be perfect, y'all. Don't freak the hell out just because we're being detailed here when we talk about offense. I really love the base, though. Check that base out post play action. Whoop, boom. No heel click. No, get it out. But you can see here, could he get to the in? No, over, in, yes. See the timing of it? I think it's fair. The film is the film. Still a great day. And again, when it doesn't go your way, to still find completions, get positive yards, nearly get a first down, there's a lot to like. I mean, there's a lot to like. But there's still certainly room where you're like, hey, we can get through some things from the pocket, make like a little bit easier, drive the ball down the field, be a better day. Next one here, 3rd and 5, touchdown pass up top, McCaffrey. Now the defender up top is certainly guessing. Originally watching the highlight of this on the broadcast, I thought it was a double move. It doesn't even look like a double move. It looks like bad defense. Now it's great vision because I'm not sure that the play is necessarily designed to take that shot. Maybe it is, depending on who's out there on McCaffrey. But there's a lot of little nuance that we're going to talk about specifically in the pass pro here, because this is a bit of a funky front. Nice adjustment too. The fact that he's a running back being able to turn like that is pretty awesome. So first thing here, just talk about where this thing ends up and how it ends up going here. The reason why he's jumping it, or it looks like he's going to get jumpy, is because they're bringing 6 here. So it's not necessarily 0. It could be 0, but this guy's not green dogging, adding on. He's got Kittle, it looks like, in man-to-man, but because he's so far off, he's never going to get home. So you don't have that kind of 0 pressure because they have the capacity right now to bring 6, and we'll talk about the unique structure that they're in, but we've got 6 blocking, so we should feel solid here. So when he goes to make this kind of quick jump for whatever this route is, he's just guessing out there more than anything else. So we take advantage of it. Again, love the matchup. Nice base here, ripping this thing, finding enough time, taking a shot. A little bit of a chuck and duck. Whoop. Takes a shot, though. That's a great adjustment at the back. But I really think for this play, for me, it's the structure of the front. So they invert the tackles and the linebackers. See how the bigs are at the second level here? So to me here, this is a really one of those premium kind of funky fronts. Linebacker type at the first level. And then they've got their bigs at the second level. So why would you do this? You would do this to get a big on a back. Okay? Normally you'd have a running back there. Well, that's a tight end, and that tight end can block. So it really doesn't matter. They think that they're going to trick F us. We trick F them with our pass protection unit and how we design this play. So really nice job design-wise, pass protection world, to be able to get Kittle in the backfield, to be able to block a big defensive lineman in the A-gap. So he still struggles with it, and the center takes an L, and you're not always going to win, but we got enough time, right, to be able to get on our back foot, all our cleats in the ground, and throw a touchdown pass. So the game within the game, beautiful job from Purdy too. Next one here, another one that I think just learning-wise here, we can get better at. This is a slant to the bottom. So slant to the bottom, for me, versus press, you have to be able to sit on that back foot. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I just prefer the way that I'm going to talk about it. So slant versus press man, really good call. But it doesn't happen the same speed as slant free access or when there's not a press coverage there. So the technique that I like to talk about, you can do a bunch of different things, is to sink on the back foot. So shift, motion, okay, go to school on the motion. We have press coverage down here at the bottom. Middle field closed, okay? Press man with a slant, you have to let him kind of do work. So he's not just going to run up and run like this, like it's on a whiteboard. He's going to maybe sell the fade and then come back under. Well, that takes time. So now instead of your normal, whatever your quick game drop from gun is, I like to have quarterbacks catch it, and then when they get to the back of their drop, instead of hitching or resetting, you sink on that back foot. So that's your back right foot, and you just take your hips or your knee, and you just kind of sink and wait and stay loaded. As opposed to me here, he plays this in just normal time. He's thinking it's just like routes on air. So again, just a little nuanced reps of, slant versus press, slant versus off. See how he's just catch throw? I mean, he's not, Ayuk's not even close to ready for this thing. Now, I really like the fact that it's earlier than later. If you're going to miss, I'd much rather miss with, early timing than late timing. But you can see that ball's past his ear and he doesn't have his head around. So again, we don't know how they're teaching it, but I can tell you that little tricks of the trade. If you're a quarterback or you're a coordinator, offensive architecture, if you get slant press, just have that quarterback sink on that back foot, give you a little bit more time, and it's usually a really good play. Next one, 1st and 10. We're going to run what I'm going to call corner stops on both sides. He's going to throw it up top. Just a really nice job. This wide ass open. These are really nice plays for me versus any type of zone. Catch a little quarter half here. Again, the ball's out on with good rhythm, good accuracy, allows for some yak after the route. Pretty nice job of just being able to, I'm not necessarily think that these things are simple, but anytime you run mirrored routes, it's probably on the more simple design, but it gets a big, easy completion. That's a drive throw down the field. So again, what I'm going to call corner stops here, when we're in both sides, whether you call them 7 stops, corner stops, it really doesn't matter. It's basically like a reverse post curl. And the other good thing about this, depending on what coverage you catch here, if you say you catch, I think they catch quarter half here, you can really, versus zone, manipulate these second level defenders. So if hey, I really like this matchup, well then, use your eyes down here, move these cats, and then have a bigger lane to rip this thing. That's the one good thing about mirrored routes. You can kind of really use your eyes in true zone. Maybe drop wise, if you're being crazy critical, you watch his feet. Does it look like he's smooth and even? 1, 2, 3, 4, a little choppy at the back, but he gets to a good base. More heel clicky than some of the other throws, but eventually he gets there. I think, that's not necessarily the smoothest he would want to do it, but it doesn't really matter. He gets to his throwing position and he rips it down the field. Just really nice to be able to see him kind of have a full array of throws, big plays down the field, create with his feet, rip it like this on time. I wouldn't necessarily say there's anticipation here, but he's on time. He drives that thing. It's right up on his face, shows some good arm strength. Pretty nice. Really like it. Last one here, touchdown right before half. There's a lot to like here. So first off, the line of scrimmage procedure is outstanding. We'll talk about it the next time we watch it. A little stutter go up top, double move. Takes a big shot. Gives his guy a shot. Now, sure, you'd love to put that thing another, 5-10 yards down the field, so it's even easier, but he takes a massive shot here. So we can't pick up the ET game on our right, their left. Everyone's favorite tackle needs to come off there and pick up that tackle probably. But this is a big boy throw right before half, right after kind of a fortunate non-interception. So line of scrimmage procedure. First off, let's talk about this. So watch Kittle down here. He's not on the line of scrimmage. So we're going to go in motion, and Kittle moves. Well, now we got 2 people moving, okay? So if that's a shift, it's fine. But if that's a motion and he's going to stay in motion, the quarterback has to stop you like that. Okay, so let me say that again. This is a good learning for everybody. If you have a motion, so let's just pretend this is a motion. I don't know for sure. He's going to come across and then come back here, and we want to snap this thing on the go. Well, when he goes in motion here, Kittle moved up. That's 2 people moving. So what you do playing quarterback is you go easy, stop. And you just have the guy who's in motion stop his feet at his landmark, motion landmark. So then you can have, it basically turns into a shift, but you do it on the fly. Now, that's impressive for a 10-year vet. For a guy making his first start, it's pretty awesome. Look at him. He's totally in control at the line of scrimmage. Just stay there. And we throw a touchdown pass off it? That's awesome. And he takes a shot. Well, that's a hell of a first half, man. That is outstanding. This procedure at the line of scrimmage is pretty awesome. Go, whoa, stop. Need you to stop. Just stay over there. You're good. All right, touchdown pass. Double move, and we take a shot. Now, being super critical, and I talk about this damn near every week, if you're going to pump fake, you got to be conscious not to drift to the side you're pumping. So see how he drifts to his left, the ball's on the hash. You'd love to dovetail, stay in the center. Does he take a hit because of it? Maybe a half hit, but that's just a massive play. So that is a wrap. Week 14, Brock Purdy. Absolute destroying Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. So much fun on so many different levels. I think when you watch the entire game and not just the highlights in this type of video, you really see that he kind of came into his own as this thing progressed. It kind of off to a slow start as far as getting smoked on the first play, maybe playing a little bit too fast early on, missing some screens, maybe get a little bit fortunate with a interception that gets called back. But man, once he gets into his own, and you can see the athleticism kind of bubble up. He's got some creativity to his game where he's got some pocket movement, some change of direction, some really nice decision making, and just some good vision. And you put all those things together with all the weapons they have on offense, and it's a really special cocktail, fun to watch, fun story. Hopefully this thing continues to go. It'll be interesting to see how and if the league can kind of try to put some kind of blinders on some of the elements that it looks like he's doing really well as far as his pocket movement, decision making, creativity, to kind of keep him contained, but still able to take advantage of all those weapons. The great play design and the decision making has just been so clean and seemingly perfect in and out of these first two big appearances. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.